right, good morning again, everyone. This is Sharita Bennett with the Department of Senior Services with Fulton County. And I'm a program coordinator at the Dorothy Benson Multipurpose Complex. So welcome to week 4 of your Intro to iPhone and iPad class. So today we are going to continue going over certain apps that I think may be very useful for you. And something you can just use to keep practicing on. So last week, we went over how to utilize your camera, your photos, where they go. So I'm going to continue talking about, how you would see the last picture that you took. All right. So I hope everybody's been practicing the position of your camera, and then also where you locate your Photos app. So whether you are on your iPhone or your iPad today, they are the same thing. They do have some differences, but I'm going to go ahead and be using my phone because it's just a little bit easier to maneuver for me. And I apologize, guys. I forgot my stylus pen. So I'm going to be utilizing my fingers today. So hopefully you guys will still be able to see properly. All right. So I want you to go ahead and open up your camera for me. So remember, our camera, it looks exactly like a camera, and it should have the word camera underneath. All right, so let's go ahead and open that up. And it's the same thing on your iPad if you're using that as well. So open your camera app, guys. So right now you guys are seeing me. Okay. And I just want to go over, remember what you use to turn your screen around. All right. So it's it looks exactly like a camera with the arrows going in right here. Okay. All right. So now it's facing away from me. Now this is facing me. So like we did last week, I want you to go ahead and take a picture of yourself. Take a picture of yourself. So you'll be using that white button right there. And that takes the picture. Okay. So right now, all you guys should be looking at a selfie. Okay. You just took a selfie. So I need you to locate, what we're going to do is locate the last picture that we took. The last picture that we took. So you have to go and locate Photos. Remember, Photos is a very colorful app right here on your phone. And you're going to go ahead and click on Photos. All right. So hold on, I got to make sure I don't delete. Okay. All right, so everyone, I was trying to find the one I took last week, but I think I already deleted it, guys. All right, so that's my photo I just took of myself. Not the best photo, but that's a photo I just took of myself. Now, for my iPhone users, say for instance, you want to send this a message, okay? And that goes for iPads as well, but it's a bit different for the simple fact that with the iPads, you're mostly using Wi-Fi. You can still send to someone though. So I want to show you how you will do that if you want to send that last picture you just took to someone in a message. All right. So on that picture, remember, if you want to share with someone, all right, it's a box and it has an arrow coming out of the box. So you should be on that picture that you took. You should see this box right here. All right, we're going to click that. Once you click that, all these different things should come up. You see airdrop, messages, mail, mine. I have a couple other apps in addition to like people of the last time I've messaged them. So if I want to send this to somebody in a message, okay? And remember, my iPad users, you can iMessage people that have an iPhone or an Apple product. So you can use this option as well. So what I want you to do is go ahead, click on messages. My picture comes up, right? And then right here, there's a plus sign where you can either add a contact or you can go ahead and type the person's name out where it says to. And once you do that, so let me put who I want to send it to, okay? So you can, if the person is already in your contacts, once you type it in, it should come up, okay? And then all you're going to do is go ahead, if you want to send that picture, all you're going to do is go ahead and hit that arrow. So your picture will go to wherever you just typed in your to. So go ahead, hit that, and your message should have been sent to the individual that you chose it to. Now, normally, when you send off something, if you do have the different sound effects on your phone, you will hear that, and that means that it was sent off. And when you go back in your messages, you should see that. All right? So, and I want to just point that out right now, even for my iPad users. One second. I just want to point out where you would see messages on your iPad as well. So for this iPad, hold on, let me turn on the brightness 1 second so you can see it a little bit better. Because it's on the iPad, see right here beside Safari, you have messages right here. All right. So if anyone you know that has an Apple product, you are able to still send messages to them, but you have to be connected to Wi-Fi. All right, you have to be connected to the internet in order to use that iMessage, okay? So just like on the phone, it's the same thing. You can send messages to people, all right? So what I want you to do, just on your iPad, the same thing. I want you to choose that picture. I'm going to choose one of our videos we have here, if it will let me, all right? This is one of our videos of one of our meetings. And so I am so sorry. Because I want to make sure you guys see this arrow at the top. At the top right here, just like on the iPhone, on your iPad, you should see that arrow, the box with the arrow going out. You should see the box with the arrow going out. Once you click on that, see the same thing as if you were using an iPhone. It comes up, it says airdrop, message, mail, notes, and even more. So what we want to do, we're going to message it to someone. So we're messaging this video or your picture that you just took on your iPad. We're messaging. So you will click on messages, okay? So go ahead and do that for me. Once you click on your messages, it would either say upload and it will go straight to the message, and you do the same thing. You would choose to. Now mine is not, oh, 1 second, it's preparing it, upload later. It's telling me because I don't have space on here. But it will do the same thing once you hit on that message and choose whoever you want to send it to, okay? Whoever you want to send it to. So I need you to practice that on your iPad. Somebody who you know have an Apple product, you can do the same thing from your iPad as long as you have that Wi-Fi to send them a message. Now, the next thing I wanted to, that I have next on my list that I wanted to show you, I know this is probably simple for many of you, but I want to show you how would you save a contact on your iPad or your iPhone. So for my iPad users, you can also save contacts on your iPad, okay? Because remember, you can call people from it. So I need you to find contacts on your iPad. Majority of you should have that on your iPad. Right there. See the person, and underneath it says contacts. Hopefully, if you have that on your iPad, can you give me a thumbs up? If you're using an iPad, did you guys find it? Okay, good. I see Surin found it. All right, Mr. Gurley found it. Okay. I can't see. I think I saw Miss. Okay, Miss Emily's not on here today. I don't see her. But on your iPad, go ahead, locate contacts for me. I'm going to show the iPad users first. So on your iPad, if you want to go ahead and add a contact, the first thing you're going to do is open that up. It should look like this. It should look like this. And what I want you to do you see that plus sign right there? I want you to click on that plus sign for me. See that? Plus sign. Hit on that. And new contact should come up. It should look just like this. You should see, it looks like a picture, but it's, black and white. It should say new contact. It should have the name, first name, last name, and some other details that you can put in, okay? So once that comes up, you can put a person name in. So I'm going to use my name, of course. So you put in first name, last name, and if you're adding a phone number, guys, if you're adding a phone number, you would have to hit on this green plus sign, okay? And then you put that number in there. So let's put that number in. And so once you put that number in, if that's all you want to put in for today, if that's all you want to put in, all you would do, if you see here, it has phone, email, you can even put company. So say for instance, let's say I'm trying to think here. Let's say if you have a relationship with a cable guy, and so that's the person you always call if something is wrong. You can always put the person, when you put the person name and put the company, and say for instance you put who is that? Comcast. So you can always put Comcast, or you put Comcast in that company section. That's just you specifying, like you're even breaking it down so you know who it is when they call you or you call them, that will come up. Okay?
Can I put you as my contact?
Say it again.
Can I put you as my contact?
Yes, that's fine.
Go ahead and give me your info.
All right, so you put in my name already, Surin?
Not yet.
Okay, so put my name first.
Okay, spell for me, please.
S-H-E-R-I-T-A. You can't see it on your screen?
Okay, Sharita Bennett.
Yes.
I see it now.
So put that in. Yes, you can. Whoever using their iPad, you can use me as practice.
Yeah, I'm practicing it right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Then your phone.
All right. So that's 404. I know we're recording this, so 404-825-2279.
Okay.
All right. So, okay. So you put in my phone number, right?
Yeah, I'm now email.
Okay. So you don't need the email right now. Let's practice with the number. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. So what we're going to do.
So can I ask a question? Without
Yes, go ahead,
email,
sir.
can I still send a picture to this contact and it would show up without your email?
Without my email, yes, it would just come to my actual messages.
Okay.
Yes, because remember what I showed you in sending the picture. right? And I'm gonna go back to that. So let's pause on that, and I'll let you know what I'm talking about. I'll go back to it real quick. So once we put in the person's contact, go ahead and hit done. Hit done right there. It will be your top right hand corner. Hit done for me. And that person, see that? It should show the person name and number. So that means I saved myself. Why did I put 3 T's, guys? But I'm now saved in the contacts on this iPad, okay? So I want you to come out off that. So let's go back to our regular screen. All right, so we're back on the home screen. So with that question that Surin asked, which I'm sure everybody would probably have that same.
My question is, without your email, you will still be able to get it. I can't hear you now. I can't hear you. I'm sorry, your voice, I can't hear you.
Sharita, you are muted.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Okay, thank you, Mort.
Okay.
All right, Surin, you're hearing me now?
Yes, I can now.
Sorry, I have muted myself. All right, so
So
and I really
basically,
hope this is helpful, guy. I know it's very, like, you probably see that simple, but I know these simple steps some people do not know. So, Surin, what I wanted to point it out to you is that, remember, when we're in our photos, let's go back to photos. That last picture, all right, the picture of myself.
Yeah.
I remember when I hit this right here, you see it shows up, it says airdrop message mail. You see that?
Yes.
Okay, so if you had my email already saved, then once you hit on mail, or you can manually put it in, once you hit mail, the email is gonna come up. The same thing, it's gonna say to, and then the subject. So that would be a new message. So it's only if you're going to send an email that you would, so that's the way you would do that. Yeah. Okay.
Well, my main question is, if I do not have your email address, but I want to send a picture to you with only your name and phone number, would you be able to get it?
Yeah, it would only come up in my messages.
Okay, but you will get it.
But you can manually, I will get it. So do you wanna test it out with my number now, and I'll tell you if I got it or not.
Okay.
All right.
Click messages.
Yes. So you would choose message and then put in my number, and you already have it. Put in my name because then you already saved my contact. So I hope Surin, I'm gonna mute you. Okay. Okay. So everyone, hopefully, you were able to catch those steps. So once again, in contacts, even on the iPhone, the other way you can save numbers or contacts, guys, and this is for my iPhone users. I just showed on the iPad how you do it. For my iPhone users, on the bottom here, do you see something? It looks just like a phone in green. So this is for my iPhone users. So my iPad users, I just showed you how you would do it. But for my iPhone users, I want you to go ahead and click on that. Okay, so now you're seeing all my contacts, right? All right. So say I want to add a new contact, just like on the iPad, right here in the top right-hand corner, there is a plus sign, which means to add. So you would click on that, Okay, click on that and see the same thing that came up on the iPad comes up on the iPhone as well. Okay, so you do the same thing. Same thing. You will go ahead, put in the name, and once again, I'm gonna use myself. Put in the name. So see that? Put the name in. Now the same thing. If you want to add the person's number, you're gonna go ahead, click, and add the number. So you see, I'm already there. So I'll put the number in. And the same thing, guys. Once you are finished putting their information in, you're gonna hit done. Okay. And there you go. Your contact is now saved. It's in your contacts. And that's pretty much it. Now, I know this next step, the last thing I want to show you with adding contacts is, say you want to add a picture to the person that's in your contacts. How would you do that? So I want you all to go back to, whether you're on your iPad or your iPhone, I want you to go back in your contacts right now. Okay? Find the person that you just added. So like Surin just added me as their he just added me as his practice, okay? So I want you to find this person. So of course I added myself. Now it already has a picture for me, but you know, because I saved myself and I had this thing called a Bitmoji as my picture. But all you're gonna do in that field right here, and you know what? Let me, so I can use it as, okay. So if you see here, this is what you should be seeing. If you pull up the person you just added as your sample, okay? What I want you to do, we're gonna add the person picture to the contact. And I'm gonna, because this is probably gonna be the last step, because this is going to take practice once again. All right. So the same thing, iPad users, I'm gonna bring up the iPad. It's going to be the same thing. Surin, I got it. Look at that. So all you're going to do for my iPad users, you're gonna hit edit. Edit, okay? Now, do you see on there the initials? You see add photo. I want you to click on add photo. Let me switch over back to, you know, I'm maneuvering through the iPad and the iPhone. We're gonna switch over back to the iPhone. So we clicked on edit. Now we're gonna add that photo. Click add photo. Now, what should have happened for you guys is that you see all photos come up. Now on my phone, it has all these emojis, but you should click on all photos and see all your different albums that you have should come up. That's for the iPhone, and should be the same thing with your iPad. You're gonna click on all photos. So whatever picture, practice picture we took, it should be in all photos. So click on all photos. It's right there, right here. You should see all photos. I want you to click on that for me. And then in your all photos, I know it's probably, hopefully I haven't lost you guys. It comes up probably if you have different albums, it shows different albums right now. So like mine on the iPad, these are pictures we have taken off members here. It's showing live photos. Then what else do we have here? Recent, and then it has all photos. So click on that all photo. Click on all photos. All right, we just got our 10-minute warning. So I'm gonna wrap up this part so I can get your questions in. All right. Now, if you are following me, all the photos that you have taken should be showing up right now. All the photos. So I'm gonna switch over back to my phone so you can see with my picture I just took. In my all photos, once I click on there, you see all the photos that I've taken, okay? So remember earlier I took this one. So I want to put that as the photo for this contact. So you're gonna click, and then at the bottom right, it should say choose. And even for my people using an iPad, it should say the same thing. So I want you to click on choose. All right. And it's probably going to come up. You can put it in different formats. You can make the picture brighter in different shades, all that good stuff. But we're not going to do that. Okay. Once it comes up, all I want you to do is hit. It's going to come up showing different filters. So hit the original picture. Hit original. Now, remember before you added a picture, the contact was blank, excuse me. All it was showing was the initials and like gray, and it was showing us a blank person. Now we see we've added the picture in here, and this is what you should be seeing. If you're following, this is what you should be seeing. And our last step, guys, we're gonna go ahead and hit done. So go ahead and hit done for me.
Okay.
And now that picture has been added to this contact. So anytime they call me, this is a picture that's going to come up. Okay? Hopefully, I didn't go through that too fast, guys. Hopefully, you'll practice these steps. I'm telling you, even for me, anytime I get a new phone or a new device, I play around with it a lot so I can learn how to do these different things. And that's one of those things that can be a little bit tricky at times, but trust me, with practice, it's very easy. So hopefully you follow along with those. Now, next week, I'm going to touch on maybe 2 more apps. And then the following week, we're kind of going to review, because I think we've go over the basic things for the iPad and the iPhone. So I'm going to touch on a couple more apps that I think is useful that you could use, and then also how to maneuver through them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and end the video, guys. We have approximately 6 minutes left. So I'm going to use that time to answer any questions you may have. All right. Thank you guys again for joining week 4 of your intro to iPad class. I'll see you.